Hey, this is Jason with Zero to Programmer, and this is part 2 of the HTML layout. So in the last video that I actually just did, we went ahead and started a new program. We used Notepad++, and we go ahead and redid a new framework for our page, but it's looking kind of plain. So actually today we're going to show you a few ways of actually going inside this little style tag right here and using these new tags that we're using, these new elements right here that we've been using, the header, navigation, article, footer. We're going to show you how to pretty this page up real nice. So stick around and we're gonna go ahead and get into this. So one thing that we want to go ahead and look at is, let's go ahead and do a little change here real quick. My notes, there we go. And so yeah, let's go ahead and start in the style page right here, and let's start with the division part. And division dot, and what we're going to actually do now is go to our division, and we see right here we've called it layout. So let's go ahead and put layout. Oops. Make sure you spell it exactly how you spelled it. And Notepad++ is really good about finding your created variables and all that stuff. So it's actually really easy to use. I really like Notepad++. And I don't believe you can actually use it for all. So that's, you know. But anyways, we're going to go here and do a little space over, and we have this. And inside here, we're going to change the width to 100%. Oops. There you go. 100%. And the next one, I'm going to do border. 1 pixel. Solid gray, and I need to make sure to put these here, it'll twist the code around. And by the way, this layout that I'm using right now is not actually my layout that I've created. This is actually a layout from w3schools.com. If you haven't checked those guys out, that is a great site to learn any of the HTML or PHP or CSS, any of that. So check them out if you haven't done it already. And I'll do some tweaks after that, after I get done doing this, so that it kind of make it my own a little bit. But let's go ahead and just go through this. So it's header. Oops. Header and footer, and we will open our squiggle brackets. Oops. Let's do this. There. And let's see, do pad. What? Uh-oh. I don't know why I keep hitting that. Padding. And 1 EM, which not sure what it stands for yet, but it actually is a lot more than a pixel. So we can play with that here in a minute after I get these. figured. So instead of doing a black on white, I think I'm going to do color, do lime, space over lime, green. No, I don't know if that's one word or if I actually have to dash that over. I don't know, we'll play with that and see. Another one is background color, which we're going to do black. There we go. And we'll clear. And this is part of their layout. I am not completely sure what clear stands for yet, or what it actually does. I tried playing around with it earlier, and I didn't get very many changes with the attempts that I tried to mess with. But later on, I'll actually be able to play around with it more and be able to go back and actually go over that. So we're going to text align, and of course we're going to put center, and that's it for that one. So there you go. So far we'll test this and see if it does any changes. Hey, there we go. So yeah, you see the header and footer right here, header and footer. It's done the padding. The lime green color has showed up. The black background. Like I said, the clear left we'll have to go around and play with. I really don't know about that. And then the text center, or text line is centered. So there you go. That's for that. And then the everything inside the division right here, everything. The width is stretched across the entire page, and then it's bordered with a, if you can kind of tell, you can kind of see it right there, it's bordered with a 1 pixel gray solid. There you go. So on to the next one. And this is kind of where it gets a little interesting. So we're going to put nav, and right here, there you go. And then for that we're going to do float, and float is a pretty interesting, I guess you'd call it attribute. Either way, it's a styling tool basically for this. So float kind of lets you put the text where you want to. In general, general sense. I mean, obviously you can really get in there and mess with things, but we're going to put left, so it's going to float left. And let's see, we're going to do the max width. There we go, max width. And semicolon, what are we going to put it as? It's 160 pixel. And margin 0. There you go. And padding. And this is padding just for the links right here, the navigation system that we set up, or the navigation section that we set up. And that's actually going to be it for that one. So we can test that and see how that's going. There you go. So now, as you see, it actually just flows to the left of it. And let's see, I bet we can do, I wonder if we can do a border right there. Let's try that. Border. Let's do 1 pixel again. Oops. Solid. We'll do you can, and for gray, you can actually spell gray either G-R-E-Y or G-R-A-Y. It's recognized either way. And if this works, there we go. So as you can see, you can actually separate it now, so you kind of know what's going on there. But just for the fact of following the layout for right now, we're actually just going to not put that in. I don't want to mess up the layout before I start playing with it. If I mess it up later, then at least I know what caused it. But if I don't follow the layout at first, then I won't know what is actually wrong. Nav, and we're going to use unordered list, which is talking about the actual setup for the links themselves. So, oops, there you go. And the only thing we're really going to change on this is the list style type, and we're going to change it to none. So we're actually going to remove those underlined sections right there for the HTML, the CSS, and the PHP. And we're also going to do a padding of 0. Is that right? Yeah, 0. And what next? What next? One more, or well, not really. 2 more. Let's go here, space over, oops, I don't know why I just put that in there. Lost my spot. So our navigation, our unordered list, and then A. So now we're talking about the link itself, and we're just going to say text decoration none. Decoration none. And if I'm correct, that's just going to make it non-colored and all that stuff. So I don't know. We'll see how that works out. I can't remember exactly what that does, or what that's going to do here, anyways. And so that's it for that one. And our last one is going to actually be article. And for article, let's open those up and put article margin left 170 pixel, I believe. Yeah. And then border left 1 pixel. Solid gray, like I said, either way. And then do our padding, and this time we're actually going to use 1 EM, and then overflow, which is another one that I'm not sure completely about yet. I'll actually have to test that and let you know later how that works. So we're going to put hidden there. And there you go, that's all of our styling. So let's go ahead and save there. And refresh this. And there you go. Okay, so we've removed the underlining, we've made the padding. There you go. And as you see, this is kind of cleared up a little bit now. So if I were to kind of write more in here for one thing, it would really stretch this footer out, and so our page would look pretty pretty cool actually. So let me just go in here to the body, if I can get here, and see if we can stretch this out a little bit. That's going to be a pain to go back and do. Oh wow, that really didn't stretch out that much. Okay, anyways, yeah, if you were to have more basically for your channel, and we can do a lot of other stuff. I will continue on with this project later on. Oh my God, that's loud. My family is watching one of the Hunger Games movies. So yeah, actually, I'm going to call it right here for right now. And I will talk about this in another video, probably tomorrow, with my progress. I'm going to start doing a progress video instead on Tuesdays instead of kind of like a blog. Sort of the same concept, but it's more focused on where I am and what my thought process is, instead of just kind of rambling like I have been doing. Nothing wrong with that, I guess, but I kind of want to. I mean, this is supposed to be Zero to Programmer, so I'm kind of wanting to show how I feel, or how I'm progressing, basically. So, and then also, as far as, I'll save this. There you go. As far as I will do another sort of tutorial, and it'll go over inputs and forms. Which is like user information. You can type your name in and it'll be submitted and all that stuff. We'll go over that. But the problem that I'm having is that now I'm at the point where I have to start learning another language in order to continue to show you guys, and you can kind of starting to see this in some of the stuff, to start showing you guys other parts of HTML. So we're not done with HTML, but I have to start learning some other language before I can continue teaching it. And what I'm going to do, instead of just not doing HTML, what I'm thinking about doing is going and trying to find HTML files that we can actually look at and try to go through and pick out each section of it and see what we can understand and what we can't understand, and we'll kind of do that to show where we kind of stand. Like, because if you're going to go and get a job as HTML, or like a web designer or whatever, you're going to have to understand every bit of the programming. So we're going to go through and actually just kind of look through everything and see if we understand it, and if we don't, if I don't, then I will write down notes and I will go and learn whatever I need to be able to understand that. And so, and then also in about 3 weeks I start school. So this next semester is going to be crazy with stuff for me to do, but it's also going to be really fun, and I'm going to learn a ton. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, though. As you can see, these links don't click on anything, just like I did before. So this is pretty much it for this video. I will probably have both of these videos set up and posted either hopefully by tonight, but if not, at least one of them by tonight and the other one by tomorrow. And then my progression video will be tomorrow for sure. So yeah, stay tuned to that, and this has been Jason with Zero to Programmer, and I'll see you guys next video.